Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Delighted to make one of our favourite stops here in Southern California with our great friends at Cobra.
Great to see you.
Nice
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
So we have a lot to talk about today. This is the first segment of a lot we have to talk about. We've just sat through the presentation. We just said as we were setting up, we couldn't be more impressed with what's coming.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
We think you guys are going to really fall in love with the strength but the depth of the lineup this year. Sometimes, Cobra, people might pick out a driver they love or a this they love. I can see people playing 14 clubs this year.
Yeah, it's the first year I think we've really come down and done iron testing with you, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And as I said, the 3 irons you're holding there, I think people are going to be super impressed with. We haven't even really hit any yet, and I just think from the presentation, the looks of them, I think I'm expecting big things from it.
Yeah, very, very complete lineup. Jose, talk us through. So we've got three irons in the King line. We've got the Tour here, the CB, the MB.
Yeah, absolutely. We're known for our drivers, but I think what's great this year is you guys will get to discover, because you guys are discovering a brand new line of King products.
Yeah.
King for us is our upper echelon, right? It's made for the best players. And what you're holding in your hands is what we could sell as a flow set. Imagine an MB iron from your 7 iron down, and then a muscle back cavity from your 6 iron up. What a great flow that is. Or if you guys want a full muscle back set, we make that. Or a full cavity back set, we make that. So that's a great combo set there, the CBMB. And then I'm holding an iron that Ricky's been trying out. Right? This is cool. The King Tour. He's been playing it for a couple months, and you guys have seen him play a little bit better. And he talks about it. He says, hey, I need a little bit of help with my irons, and having a forged iron like this that has a little bit of forgiveness and a little bit of speed to it, it's not going to hurt his game.
For sure. And that places challenges as well, because as much as he's embracing the technology and the help, he's not going to sacrifice too much on the look and the feel and those things as well. So you've got to kind of pull both levers a little bit on that.
Yeah, we really take a look at what is the package we're trying to create. Sure, these are players' irons, so of course it's going to be a compact shape. It's got to feel good. So we use a 5-step forging process that really gets that grain alignment all to be perfect and sound and feel really great. And then we look at the offset package that we're delivering. For the best of players, these are going to have minimal offset, right? And then a little bit more for the King Tour, but nothing that looks like a big goose. That's not what these guys are looking for. They're looking for feel, for a little bit of distance control, and of course control of the ball flight, right?
Yeah, without a doubt. You guys have done in your research, which you continuously do with consumers, research that tells you consumers first and foremost, across the board before anything else, they talk to you guys about feel. They want feel out of these golf clubs. So the 5-step forging process is going to be about that feedback that you immediately get before you get a chance to judge it for anything else, distance or forgiveness or whatever else. You get that feedback first. And that's where your mind is going to react to that.
Absolutely. I mean, I think when somebody hits an iron, whether it's outside like we are or even inside, it has to feel good. Because if it doesn't feel good, they're going to say, okay, it just doesn't feel right to me. That's what better players say. They're going to want to see numbers still. Inevitably, everybody always says, hey, how far did I hit that?
Of course.
That always goes there. You have to have that too. But it does start with feel.
Yeah, without a doubt. So 3 heads, 2 that are very much in the traditional loft progression, 1 that is a little bit more in what we maybe call a modern loft progression. So in a nice, window, 28 degrees on the 6 iron, 32 on the 7, 44 in the wedge. Really, really nice progression. And here we've got 7 irons, so we're at 34 on the 7s, 46 in the wedge. So nice traditional
right
here.
Exactly.
Yeah, very cool.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to hitting some.
We're
going to start with the Tour, so go a little easy on me before we get into the small stuff. That felt really good.
Sold.
Yeah.
Can I
Sign me up.
Just have your credit card? We'll go ahead and get you going. That was a pretty nice first strike.
Well,
felt good.
If we cannot just immediately dive into kind of what we got out that Matty, and we talked about 175 being the number. We have a ball that's really high quality and it'll spin a little bit. 71 on the spin.
Yeah, so we've got sandy, kind of, I would call a firm surface.
Firm, sandy surface.
Will give us lower launch, higher spin.
We're going to sit a groove to a groove and a half lower in the strike just because of the way the turf is today. And guys, that's something to notice, that when you get on different types of turf, you might notice launch conditions do change based on the vertical strike pattern that we see. So it was exactly what we thought would happen, and those numbers were amazing.
Similar strike, just a little out to the left.
Yep. Yeah, you'd certainly take catching pin high on the left side of the green from 175, Matty.
No issue. It's a little thin.
Yep.
So Matty, that looked a little thin, right?
Yeah.
How did it feel?
It certainly didn't feel harsh off the face. Still pretty soft.
Yeah, it's supposed to, that we're moving a little bit of weight from the middle, but filling it in with TPU.
Yep.
That's going to make it sound soft, but having that extra weight to put heel and toe to give this a little bit of forgiveness. Even when you hit it thin or slightly toe or slightly heel, I'm hoping that it still feels soft to you, one, and two, that the miss isn't so dramatic.
I would say I felt that it was thin, but it wasn't unpleasant, which I think most players want. Like, you want to know whether you miss hit it.
You want feedback.
Yeah,
but you don't want to be punished.
No. Yeah. I don't want my hands ringing in a, a cold spring day or something. That was really nice.
That was nice.
Back to Flushville. That's a replica of the first one.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah.
Right on top.
I mean, this is a really good feeling iron. Again, just a bit thin,
just a blade, yeah. Groove thin. You might hole it though.
Yeah.
That's
pretty damn close.
Right
you flew right onto the 175 number and
great.
skipped a few feet past the flag. Yeah, we're averaging 124 with 1.2 standard deviation, so
that's very
nice
good.
and tight.
That's very tight.
That's very
69, 100 in the spin. Very, very good. Let's switch you out into the CB.
CB. The offset's the first thing I noticed. So there's definitely less offset. A little smaller blade length, is that, am I right about that?
For sure.
I still think they look playable. They don't look scary to me.
Yeah.
I think
made
they
for
would.
the best ball strikers in the world, and
Yeah.
they're not looking for a long blade length. They're looking for compact, right?
Gotcha.
They really want to be in control with it. I wouldn't say it's too small.
No, I don't think it's too small.
We're very cognizant
Yeah.
of that too. We want to still give them confidence in what they're swinging has a little bit of forgiveness in
Definitely.
That felt really good.
I mean, sounded powerful.
Different, wasn't it? You
very
know,
different
you take
sound.
away take away that TPU, and you definitely get a different acoustic.
I like the feel of that quite nice. Probably even better, to be honest. Got a little more height on it.
That one's gorgeous.
I don't think I can hit a ball much better.
You know
than
what's
that.
funny is they talk about how people are getting distance from stronger lofts. Here we are with a more traditional lofted iron, and he's hitting it a long ways.
Yeah.
I think maybe just the offset, like I've got confidence to go at it a bit faster.
We've got different CG progressions here. We've got different things at play that are obviously, that are telling the story more than just the loft conversation.
I understand.
Right? There's things that balance it out from a design perspective.
And think about what gets you here, right? You probably see it with the offset. Your hands can come in a little bit more ahead.
Definitely.
You're going to loft it the same like the other iron. You're definitely hitting these a little higher on the face.
Yeah, a little more
than the
flush.
last iron. So that means you're going to get that benefit of the right loft and more speed, right?
Without a doubt. Interestingly, so King Tour was coming in dynamically at 20, just about 26.
Okay.
This is coming at 24.2.
So just a bit more lean to it.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Definitely.
Yeah. Really good.
I mean,
I had about 3 or 4 the same.
Yeah,
I
this
did
one's
as well.
even better.
This is a display.
So into the blade.
Yeah, into the blade. So I'm very curious because I think we were shocked there, all three of us, really, at how good that was and how suited you were to those.
To the cavity back.
To the cavity back.
Totally agree. It's nice. Really nice
You're
feel
kind of on
to
a
it.
bit of a run here. I feel like you're going to hold every single one you hit with it.
That one hit the line. Oh!
It lipped out.
Stop.
It was
out.
literally dead on line.
Really good.
Nice, Matty boy. That was
Nice.
lovely.
They make a great sound.
A different sound as well.
Yeah.
What do you
different.
hear?
The tone, the depth of it is a little shorter. The length of the sound
Of
is
the
a
actual
little
sound?
shorter.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's, to me, these are some of the softest irons I've hit in a long time.
Is that right?
I think so.
That's the feedback you're getting from.
Yeah, like in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good too.
Wow, that sounded so good.
You're having a really, really good time over there.
I am having a good time.
You're having a one-man party over there.
I'm having a lot of fun.
With you and muscle backs?
I'm trying not to say too much because I don't want to jinx it, but these feel
That's
just
really nice.
These feel really good.
Okay, a little bottom groovy, but you're putting pin high.
Just pin high right.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
Ian, he could be one of the customers that you would put maybe muscle backs on the shorts
Yeah.
and then give him
Yeah.
the cavity backs on the mids and longs.
I would consider a set like
Yeah.
that.
I would say here's a really good example for you as to maybe why there would be great value in doing something like that.
Yeah, nice flighted wedge down to 7 iron, is that right?
Yeah.
In the combo set?
Well, you can make it whatever you want, right? We have full sets of each.
Sure.
Of course.
So you could say, what are your scoring irons? And what I love about these is, to Ian's point, it's tight.
Yeah.
So if those are your scoring irons and you're hitting them that tight, you want more of those.
Yeah.
And then if you need a little bit of forgiveness, or said a different way, in case you do miss it, a little forgiveness, then cavity backs in the longs wouldn't hurt them, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Very cool.
This has gone great. Yeah, I'm very impressed.
Okay.
Love it.
Guys, more testing to come. We're just starting out our testing today. We've got the new woods to come. We're going to look at the hybrids. We're going to look at the fairways
And obviously the drivers.
and the drivers as well. Okay, stay tuned for more. We'll see you again soon.